So you want to be a master of Pokemon? Do you have the skills to be number one? No, I don't know. Sorry. And before I just ruin the entire series for someone. Welcome back to potentially the last episode of Enderal. If not the next one probably will be. So when we last left off, we, what did we do? Oh, right. We, sealed our fate into a coma by drinking the Dream Flower Elixir. We'll be fine and happy. You have to give me a moment, though. Let me make sure everything is okay, and then, okay, it's working. Okay, good. Everything is as it should be. Okay, and now you have to seek Hermai. Wait a fucking second, where are my hands? No, what did you do with my hands? Well, if the cats are in my room for whatever reason. Actually, I should probably charge my phone while I'm playing game. Assuming I can reach down with how my chair is. USPP. Whoa! Found. One of the cats better. The Narames. Forgot that could happen. I also almost forgot to bring down my mic. So if I was quiet, that's why. Clearly I'll repeat everything I just did. We sealed ourselves into... Ooh. What is wrong with this? My charger technically isn't the charger that came with my phone because it's wire split or something like that. And not gonna gamble on that. Of course, using a secondary charger isn't exactly the safest thing, but it's done me fine. Why are my hands gone? I'm scared. Does this have to do with the coma? For what? I didn't hear that. He kind of killed over before he could. Damn Narames. So ungrateful. I escaped Naram for this reason. Good terror, what a fucking idiot. Gonna summon haunts. In. Crash. I mean, it's just about the same as Gen 1. And to a much lesser extent, Gen 2. Except Gen 2 has the fucking coin case glitch, which completely fucks the game. I put you out of your misery. Don't lie. Okay, I guess we'll head this way. Oh, great. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Gotta love that critical strike. Y'all making me get off like multiple times. All because you can't keep your pants in your hand. Pants in your hand. Ah, God. I'm under the impression that the thing is still left over from doing the thing with Cuthbert, Albert.
They're coming and they take us all. It will be glorious.
He was so insane that he kept talking even when his head was detached from his body. What a poor sod.
You, how dare you come back?
Damn, they're like fucking like rats. They're everywhere. Okay, apparently she's weaker than the other one. Move a little closer. I don't know if I'd call that a scream, but okay. Will she bleed out is the question. No, unfortunately not.
The world is dying.
Imagine if you could only kill certain enemies with critical strikes. That would be a fucking pain in the ass.
Prophetess, it's good to see that you're here. Just follow the hallway down into the cave. That Starling man is on the ship. Or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I'll call it a ship.
Ahoy.
What are you felines doing in my life?
it all by himself. Just look at that thing. It's unbelievable.
What is wrong with your leg? Oh.
No, but apparently those steel spiders helped him.
I thought she was facing the other direction. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your legs?
Huh, probably. Still, it would be better if he used his machines to keep those Neramese fanatics out of our city. Trusting in the seal of a Neramese sinistropist. It's naive, if you ask me.
Well, you can't say that it doesn't work.
So far, if entropy is anything, it's unpredictable, Marek. 5 out of every 10 students do not live to see 30 winters. Ugh. Anyway, let's just hope that the Grandmaster knows what he's doing. This madness has to stop.
Walk blessed.
Ah, you. We were told you'd be coming. You're from Neram as well, aren't you? Ah, just curious. They say the Starlings in Anku have built a similar ship. Did you know that? I'd really like to know if they've made it to the heavens. It's a fascinating piece of technology, it truly is. If only Lashari could see this.
What he did ask for was a tube with a circumference of 3 fingers' length. And does this look like 3 fingers' length to you? His thoughts exactly. Now bring him a new one. Chop chop. Well, well. You are the one everyone is talking about. Kermai Kazor Tatakajape. Pleased to meet you. Material, not help. To be honest, with all those brutes hammering on Gertrude right now, he is more concerned for her well-being than for his own need to be helped out. Ah, Gertrude. That's her name. It expresses both elegance as well as dignity, don't you think? In her embrace, we will find the ancient fathers. That's the deal, yes. Even though he wonders what you hope to find up there. Anyway, enough talk. They say you are quite skilled in finding things, and there are things that need to be found to finish Gertrude. Sakabaku copper alloys and a Pyrian crystal cube. Find them. The sooner, the better. Well, that's the challenge. The alloys can probably be found in one of the old Starling mines in the Powder Desert. The crystal cube. That's a bit more complicated. But as far as he knows, you might find one in Thalgard. In the time of the expansion, there was a famous Starling tinkerer working under Dalmarak. And he must have used similar cubes in his work. Here, I'll mark both locations on your map. Please don't die. That would be most unpleasant. Ah, and one of the arcanists was so kind as to put a teleport rune in the cave. So you can use this scroll to return here. And now, excuse him. There's a lot to do, and Gertrude does not like to be kept waiting.
I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Neramese bastards at the harbor gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
What?
I don't see the fucking point either. Even though I'm absolutely certain I'm not going to find all of them in this playthrough, I might as well get as many as I can. Or at least, come across. Because as I said, I probably, like, missed a bunch of them in the process of this playthrough. Maybe one day I'll be asked to actually get them all, but not today. Or rather, days ago when I started this playthrough. Jesus, I have a lot of stamina. Lacking the stamina, Banama.
Prophetess, it's good to see that you're here.
It's good to see that you're here too, even though I don't know who the fuck you are. I feel like Fogward is close enough to this place that I would want to, like, travel there on horseback. Oh, we've been to one of the places that alloy is already, so let's pop on over there, as it were. After killing this fucking Bone Ripper. If I ever do a thing of Skyrim... Damn it. If I ever do a thing of Skyrim, I'm probably going to, like, put in a bunch of, like, quality of life mods. As opposed to, like, ones that, like... are extra, like, content. I don't know. I might actually, like, play that one Falscar thing, or whatever the hell it is, for once. I've started it before, but I never, like, was able to dedicate myself to it. Or maybe the one with that Khajiit companion, or something like that. You know me, I love Khajiit. You've been poisoned, but it won't, like, do much, because I have that snake blood thing. Dude. Alt tab. I remember when I tried to do a Skyrim playthrough and I just kind of stopped immediately because I wasn't feeling it. I don't know if these ones are weaker, but I seem to remember having more trouble with these fuckers. colors weave. Oh, found the alloy. Or the alloys, as it were. Wait, am I missing one? I thought I picked up the last one. Okay, there we go. We already, like, torrented ourselves down the, riverbed, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, so I'm not doing it this time. For some reason I seem to remember that being required, though. Oh, so as far as the sharp pickaxe goes, I seem to remember when the game first came out, it actually, like, had a faster swing rate. I could just be fucking stupid and not, like, remember that. I also don't know if it was before or after I, like, learned that I could just hit the fucking ore vein manually. To, mine faster. Well, anyway, we're heading to We are heading to Fargard. We're heading to Falgard. You'd swear I can't fucking talk. Okay, let's see a good way to go that way. I'll just go north. By the creator, why are you telling these ridiculous lies? Let me see if I can, like... No. Not doing that. Can you hit me a little softer? Damn, man. Well, that was your own damn fault. I don't think the real cozy low would be that fucking stupid. I mean, she's also sentient, knows how to talk, and, is a conniving little bitch, but that's beside the point. I saw a fucking one over around somewhere around here. I'm not crazy. Why am I suddenly so big? It's like I was sitting down to do that, like, ritual thing with Sharim. And sitting down, I was fucking bigger than him. What the fuck happened? Did I, like, finish a, like, werewolf transformation and suddenly I kept my size? What the shit? What the shit? Granddad! Flintstones? Oh! Granddad! Granddad! Okay, enough of that. I feel like I annoy my audience enough as it is. Yeah, I kind of figured. Let's mediate on what we've learned. I could still make use of the third regeneration of health. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 fucking skill trees focused on. Damn. If it comes down to it, I would actually do the Thermitage, or whatever the fuck you say it, but I don't expect to get really anywhere with it. Except making it, like, easier for us to heal each other, yeah. Heal ourselves in case of emergency when I don't have any potions, but I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. Considering I bought, like, a fuck ton of them before. Because I have the wealth for it. We are not exactly strained for money, and we have, like, a, 12,000 or something like that in the bank anyway, so we have something to fall back on. Look at how much fucking progression we've made. Like, we have nothing to fear at this point, pretty much. I can only imagine what would happen if you managed to, like, squeeze out some kills for enemies that are much stronger than you. How fast you would level up in the beginning. Of course, you wouldn't have the money to, like, buy books, but it'd still be something with perks. Oh shit. I need to remember that. We got that 7 things, recipe. I have to remember to, like, put that together.
Finally. Come on.
Alright, that's enough out of you. Knock it off. Yeah, I think we'll be okay for the rest of the playthrough. Only the bread is spoiled, apparently. If this were Skyrim, those would be fucking, ebony gauntlets, and I would very much appreciate them, but this ain't Skyrim. This ain't your grandma's Elder Scrolls. Oh, fuck. Do you want me to turn into a furry and end this? Dumbass. I'm the dumbass now. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. You're the dumbass now, dog. Ow. That tooltip makes me question if it's a case of polygamy or just like people helping each other out. Yeah, despite everything, it's still you. No. Despite everything, I'm still gonna turn into a werewolf. I'm sure there are people that have made fun of how I say wolf. They should just say wolf like the sound a dog makes. I just realized I need to go backwards instead. As I like to joke, why are you running? Why are you running? Fucking dumbasses. You cannot escape Serena. Lovehart. Fortunately, we don't have to deal with the Steel Warden this time. What the fuck are you doing, Fiona? Cats, I swear. You turned your back and suddenly they're, like, tearing down your house. Don't ask me how, like, massive werewolf can handle picking a lock. But we'll just roll with it. Not that I really need these recipes anymore. Still something to sell, I guess. Hey, that's not very nice. I say as I tear the fuck out of him. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? You need a license for that? Your throat seems pretty coarse. I thought I was heading to the Sunfire, but I guess not. Cannot stop me, I have not begun. Oh, look, but a blind to see, stare into the abyss, there is only me. Skates is back, I attack, you see. Finally, so you must believe. The shadows grow, and you have no hope. You will break, you will click at the things I know. I'll strike your killing blow. Finally, time to end this show. Enough of that. I know how I say I probably shouldn't sing during videos, but then I do it anyway. At least I'm not trying to, like, sing my heart out, because I know that I can't fucking sing for the life of me, unlike just far. Apparently I am too big to, get up here. Okay, never mind, we're good. Whether we'll fall off or not is to be seen, though. The werewolf was not meant for platforming, yeah. Platforming. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't believe we've ever actually been here, but that doesn't really matter to me. I enjoy the sound that it makes as it, like, the gears turn and such. Anyway, before we head back to Kermai, I'm going to do myself a favor and, like, make that thing before I forget. Because I believe that's, like, the best backpack you can get. As much as I'd like to listen to this song, I'm going to head back. So that's the first time I've seen that in, whatchamacallit, third person. Please don't kick in the moment, like, it loads. Damn it. Oh, my mother's home from work.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. To many of you, the situation this city is in might seem dire. But do not allow yourselves to be intimidated by the black banners now mounted on the harbor's walls. The heart of this city is safe, as it has always
Walk
been,
blessed.
and nothing shall penetrate its blessed walls. It will stand as it has stood for a millennia, and with the moons to come, the Neremese cowards shall be driven back into the sea, and their blood will soil the ground they have defiled. Praise the Lord, praise the holy path, brothers and sisters, now, more than you ever did.
Just where did I put it?
Apparently he thought that was really boring.
Yeah? What? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and
Be quick about it. Walk blessed.
Walk blessed.
Walk bleh.
Greetings. Vegetables. Sure. Take a look. Treat yourself.
think I really need it. Fuck it.
Walk blessed.
Spices.
Only the best. Straight from the Red Sea. I need 4 more of them.
Only the best.
Hammers, daggers, swords.
Almost daggers, swords, everything for the path of abiding Salinger.
Archipelago to this beautiful looking for everything for the path abiding soldier.
How many times do I have to tell you fuckers on that path abiding? I think it was 4 I needed. That or I'm thinking of the alchemy. Seven things.
Come again.
Nah, yeah, I needed only 4. What do I need for heavy armor? 11.
Everything for the path abiding soldier.
What about block? 13.
Everything for the path abiding soldier.
I like how the fucking manually made stamina potions and mana potions just straight up heal instead of like regenerating. It feels like one of the only like potions that does that. Singular turn arrow.
Looking for steel. Can provide.
Hear my words, I'll path of bonding people on this holy shitty. do enjoy how dire he sounds. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just might as well, you know. No point, we shouldn't. Sorry, I need to check something. Probably should have, speaking of checking things, I probably should have checked what I needed for the fucking, making the thing, you know. Increase carrying capacity by 100 compared to 90. Doesn't help my mana, but I need leather, moonstone, nails, and straps.
Never end.
Hear my words, oh path of fighting people of this.
I got your fucking moonstone right here. Got your leather. Got your nails and your straps. Took way more than I needed, but I didn't feel like messing with the sliders. Okay. It should be okay. I appreciate the carrying capacity a bit more. And we can actually benefit from the things that it boosts more. Just fucking like push him all the way.
You helped the Grandmaster crush those Neremese bastards at the harbor gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
I believe it. What the fuck are you doing, my dude?
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Why am I so fucking big? Like, for reference. Holy shit. Fucking manlet over here.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen... Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take...
It's one of the great mysteries of life, little buddy.
What?
Greetings.
Oh, we could have done the click trick, but whatever. I don't know why I went inside, but whatever. Don't need that anymore. Still have that flaming arrow. So, shove the staves in there. I always will clear up as much inventory space as I feel like. Still got a dream flower. I don't think I can make a second one though. As fun as great as that sounds. Nice. I could just stuff it in there and then completely forget about it. There's the alloy. There it is. Still got that phantom fucking, grind wheel. Is it actually 11, or is that just what it wants me to think? Is that really the story we're going with? 11. Okay, yeah, it is 11. Mom, can you close my door? I didn't feel like getting up. Okay, for the record, once we...
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster.
For the record, once we,
didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
Once we head onto the ship, we're not going to be back for a while.
I just don't see the fucking point.
I don't either. I would have rather, like, been, like, right on this ship, but I guess that works. Be a whiny bitch about it. I think I'm going in the wrong direction, but... No, I think I'm... not... Okay, listen, I haven't been to this place, like, often, considering my playthroughs don't usually get this far. Other than, like, the previous two that I mentioned. And this one.
You, I don't want to be nosy, but is it true you were inside the memories of
Suck, Kermai. Yeah.
Well, any luck?
For whatever reason, I feel like calling him Kermit.
Well, you know, according to the prophecies, the Star City has existed for tens of thousands of years now. In Asatoron's days, in the days of the Pyrians, and even in the days of those who were before them. In other words, if the Ancient Fathers have survived all that time, they will survive these High Ones, as you call them, as well. Maybe they already have. The steel machine, this beacon you have built on the Eye of the Gods. Isn't it possible that the Pyrians acquired the schematics from the Ancient Fathers? And even if that's not the case, and the Ancient Fathers simply choose not to intervene, can you really blame them? Look at what mankind has done to the world ever since they've been here. If the Ancient Fathers consciously avoid interfering, they have their reasons. Don't judge them before you have met them. No. Gertrude and everything you see here is the result of decades of work. Not long ago, there was no threat at all from which he had to flee. What he wants is to fulfill his life's dream, his people's prophecies. That the Starlings one day return to where they came from, to their home. That's all. He does have help, but indeed, according to your standards, he did it on his own. You know, many things become possible when one uses brains instead of muscles.
I enjoy the juxtaposition of how fucking short he is. Because he's a Starling.
Ah, he thought so. Very good work. Your reputation is well deserved. Perfect, that's them. Good work. Well, you... In other words, if the... what he wants is to...
God damn it.
In other words, if the ancient fathers have survived all that time... Yes, he didn't expect it, but you and your order have been of great assistance indeed. Give him one more day and Gertrude will fly through the heavens like a fairy.
Hi, Bubbies. I didn't realize you were on my bed.
You should go to the captain's cabin before you leave. Your Grand Master arrived a short while ago, and it seems he wants to talk to you.
An outlander.
Isn't that nice? Look at how fucking small that door is. It's like that one, like, fucking scene in the original Willy Wonka or whatever, where they're just in a huge room and you're just going into a tiny door. Probably remembering that wrong, but still.
Prophetess, have you found the missing pieces? Good. According to Kurmai, your journey will last 2 days. I've instructed him to first head for the Nexus Tower. According to the Starling writings, this is where the ancient fathers kept all their knowledge. The heart of the Star City, so to speak. Ah, and you will not be traveling on your own. The mercenaries, Sakaresh, Magistra Yaela, and her adjutant will accompany you. I expect you to be back in the temple in 1 week, with knowledge about the Numinas. As long as Sharim's barriers are holding, yes. However, we should not rely on them. They will be there when the ship leaves. Before you go, however, I suggest you return to Ark to properly equip yourself. Who knows what you will be facing up there?
I think I'm pretty good. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. Jesus Christ, it's already been an hour. I don't know if this is going to be the last episode at this rate.
What?
Oh, hey. It's good that you're here. Can you believe it? I mean that we are seriously on board an airship and will soon set out for the lost city of the Starlings. I can't.
Hold on a second. Oh, why? Okay.
You do have a point there. But anyway, let's see if that thing even flies. Who knows?
steer the ship without you, correct?
Yes, they won't be steering anything, to be precise, because Gertrude flies on her own as soon as the coordinates have been set. He thanks you, Tealor Aranthiel. Any other Grand Master would have laughed at him, but you have listened instead. Now he will be the first of his people to meet the Ancient Fathers. It is hard to believe that. Walk blessed, and all the best for your fight.
Thank you. The others are expecting you. Ah, and there's one more thing. This amulet belonged to my son. I want you to have it. Wear it or not, the choice is yours. Now leave. And do not disappoint me.
Are you a race, Sunshine, about giving me confidence? I think I appreciate the boost in rhetorics more. Damn, this fucking anime has seen me through the entire game, pretty much. Well, not the entire game, you know what I mean.
Look who's here. Talk to Kamai if you're ready to start. He's just waiting for your signal.
Saira, it's good to see you.
Welcome aboard. How are things going? Are you ready? Well then. All aboard! Then raise the ramp. She's taking off. And there we go. Good. Very good.
This is incredible.
Malthus.
It was so incredible it crashed the goddamn game.
Yes, they won't be steering anything, to be precise, because Gertrude flies on her own as soon as the coordinates
Look who's
have been
here.
set.
Talk to Kamai if you're ready to start. He's just waiting for your signal.
Any other Grand Master
Saira, it's good to see you.
you have listened instead. Now he will be the first of his people to meet the Ancient Fathers.
The last passenger has arrived. That is a pleasure.
Walk blessed, and all the best for your fight.
Thank you. The others are expecting you. Ah, and there's one more thing. This amulet... Prophetess.
The last passenger has arrived. That is a pleasure.
Hopefully it actually takes off this time.
How are... Well then. All aboard! Then raise the ramp. She's taking off. And there we go. Good. Very good.
A moment.
Malthus.
Incredible. Fly!
God damn it. Ah, for fuck's sake. Meanwhile, I'm still fucking massive. Wait, what the fuck just happened? Hey.
It's a crazy world, isn't it? On our way to a forgotten city in the clouds, and I'm part of it. It just sounds surreal. But anyway, it's good that you're here. I wanted to talk to you. Do you have a second? You have a point there. How should I put it? I wanted to thank you. I'm not sure if you know it, but all that's happened since I plucked you out of that thicket on the Sun Coast, it did something to me. I think I've understood something, as corny as it may sound. It's hard to put into words. You know, I still believe what I told you that time we met at the Dancing Nomad. That we all act as we do because we hope it makes us happy. But somehow, in no small part thanks to my father, I've always considered responsibility and being happy to be contradictory. But actually, that's wrong. It's the exact opposite. In order to be truly content, we need connection. To a person, to a cause, to anything. If you never find that, you'll never find yourself. Yeah, I said that. And I still think it's true to an extent. You're on your own if you want to be. I'm responsible for what happened to Adela and to Licia, because I never wanted to be responsible. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But I can't change what happened. I'll just have to live with that. Maybe, maybe not. In the end, I can only speak for myself. The fact is, though, that that it feels like I owe this world to be right here, right now, as part of something momentous. And I like how that feels. That surprises me. No matter how all this ends, I will have no regrets. The same goes for our friendship. That's what I wanted to tell you. Despite all the trouble we got ourselves into, I'm glad that our paths crossed. For whatever reason they did. Thanks. But anyway, enough of this sentimental babble for now. You should probably rest a little. Who knows what awaits us up there?
Well, look who's here. How are you? Yes, excited. I guess I feel the same. Well, did you want something in particular, or are you just looking for some company? You're right. But on the other hand, do you have to be a mummy in order to dedicate yourself to archaeology? The Starlings. I have been fascinated by them since I was a child. You must know, their technology is so powerful that if they wanted to, they could probably conquer the entire civilized world with it. But they don't. And why? Because they all share the same dream instead. Exactly. A place without war or hunger, where all are born equal and enjoy the same rights, regardless of their standing in society. And for some reason, this thought has fascinated me as much as the Starlings themselves do. Call it a fantasy, but if there is such a place, if it really is like the old legends, we'd be able to learn so much from the ancient fathers. And, well, there it is, the answer to your question. I suppose that this naive hope is the reason for my interest in the Star People's culture. Well, that is a good question. I guess we'll have to wait until we find one. Anyway, let us continue our conversation at a later time, shall we? I want to enjoy the night sky. Who knows how many more chances we will have.
Quite a view, isn't it? I really wish the war and the High Ones weren't casting shadows over all of this.
No.
This world can be so beautiful.
No. Not
as far as pictures.
Not a lot at all.
No.
Quite a view, isn't it? I really wish the war and the High Ones weren't casting shadows over all of this. This world can be so beautiful.
Yes? What do you want? Yes, he had his doubts too. Yet do not admire him, but rather those who came up with the schematics for this ship. Every single piece of Gertrude is based on the research of hundreds, maybe thousands of brave Starling researchers. Well, you know, according to the prophecies, the Star City has existed for 10... In other words, if the ancient fathers have survived...
What he wants is to fulfill his life's dream, his people's prophecies.
It will take some more time. Use it to stretch your legs or to talk to your friends. You will know when it is time. Well, peace, hopefully. Forgive him, but he has no better answer.
How are... Okay, let's just skip the small talk. I was never good at that. I wanted to see you because there's something I need to show you. Follow me. I couldn't sleep, so I used the chance to take a look around. The thought that Carmine did this all by himself... It's incredible. It would take dozens of unwilling craftsmen at least 5 years to do this. So, are you ready? Yeah, but just bear with me. You'll be surprised. Ready to go in? Good. Kurmai told me about this place. This sphere is what keeps us in the air, and it draws its energy from the water. Crystal water, that's what he called it. I just had to see it for myself.
One moment. Kalia, come on. Wait, where? Wow.
It's beautiful, don't you think? In any case,
He He just can't believe it. No, he just can't believe it.
Oh, damn. No, quickly, run.
You want to see what I did on my first playthrough? I ran right towards it, not thinking anything of it. Like, oh, let's run. Right where Kermai is coming in.
That should do it. Now, wait a second.
What part of vertical didn't you understand? He thinks his instructions were clear. Stay here. Do nothing. But no. You decide to run around the ship and open whatever door crosses your path. And no, don't look at him like that. Next time, there will be consequences.
Well, okay. Yes. Sarah, that... I just... by the name of the sun, I just can't believe it. Here we are, on a mission to save mankind, and instead of sharpening our weapons and talking gloomily, we play hide and seek like two little kids who just stole an apple from their neighbor. That's just bizarre, isn't it? No, it hasn't. Anyway, I guess we're safe down here, at least for a while. Actually, I don't mind. This place, it makes me feel serene. Lets you forget why we're here. Do I? In a good or bad way? That's good to hear. You know, Sarah, I've been thinking about what happened in the castle and the talk we had after that. Well, do you remember when I said that I should maybe just give up and accept that I'll never be able to fully control that thing inside me? You told me that I might be right. That I should maybe just stop trying to control it, because that only made it stronger in a way. At first, that made me really angry. It just sounded heartless, even though I know you didn't mean it that way. But then I thought about it and realized there's truth to that. You know, all my life, I've tried to kill that part of me because it made me feel despicable. And every time I failed, I hated myself for it and thought that I was just too weak. But that was the wrong way to look at it from the very start. This thing, the only way to truly kill it would be to kill myself. And I can't and won't do that. Not now, when there's so much at stake, nor in the future if there is one. No, I won't let it harm anyone ever again. But I'll accept that it's a part of me. You know, Sarah, what good did all the self-loathing ever do? I've been dealt a tough hand, and with that thing and these urges inside of me, I'll never be like the others. I think that's the best, maybe the only way to deal with something like this. Accept it, as despicable as it may be, because it is part of who you are. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not deluding myself. Living with this thing will be something I have to wrestle with for the rest of my life. There will always be moments of weakness when it will try to get the best of me. But I will always resist. And I will do so without condemning myself every time it happens. And in the meantime, I will live. I will do all the things that I never allowed myself to do. Build friendships, go see the world, and go dancing. Even if the latter would be a rather amusing sight. Yes. And that.
What?
Do you have a Twitch account?
Why?
I just want to know.
I do, yes.
Can you text people on it, message people on it, talk to people on it?
Yeah, but not directly.
Huh?
It has to be like while you're on someone's channel.
Oh, you
Usually.
can somebody's channel and do it?
Yeah.
And you can text them, write them and all that?
Privately, when you're in someone's channel.
I just want to know. Better information.
Jesus fucking Christ. Having a heart-to-heart, and my mother busts in.
You are, if you want to be. That really means a lot to me, Saira. You know, I'm not sure I could have... why am I still talking?
Why am I kissing her head? God damn it. We may have done things. Oh, mama. One moment.
Hey, sorry I didn't wake you earlier. You seemed... exhausted. I guess so. I heard talking coming from upstairs, and I think it could be time to go back to the others. What do you say? Good, I suppose. But truth be told, I'm also afraid. You know, to make a mistake. All of this, it's new to me, and it happened quickly. There you were, there were these feelings, and then this. The first time the other person felt the same way, yes. There was a girl once, when I was younger. A novice. Silva. No. It hurts me to say it, but she lacked the discipline for it. She's an adjutant to a priestess now, and I don't even know if she's still an Enderal. Well, let's put it this way. I'd be surprised if she even knew I existed. This was before that farmer told everyone about my connection to that village. I was very introverted back then, and preferred to spend most of my time alone. So, I was just like I am nowadays. Still, these feelings I had for her, they made me afraid. They were just there all of a sudden, and they seemed so intense and unreasonable. I couldn't control them, and that drove me crazy. Between us, it was somehow slower. More like some sort of trust, some sort of affection, which grew with each passing day, especially through the talks we had.
Sudden and intense.
I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, but I'm glad it's this way. I think if I had felt the same towards you as I did towards Silva, I would have done one thing. Backed off. Meditated. Killed these feelings bit by bit so that they couldn't gain control over me. The fact that it wasn't like that, it's what made all this possible. You know, Saira, you were there for me. You accepted me despite everything you knew about me. And honestly, until the very end, I thought that there had to be some catch to it. Some logical reason for your affection. I just couldn't imagine you did it because... well, you know. Anyway, to be honest, for once in my life, I don't want to think about my feelings too much. I'm just happy. And that's it. I don't know. Hopefully one that includes the two of us being together. First, we have to put an end to the cycle, find the Numinos, light the beacon, and then... I can't imagine that this Quarak will just set sail and go back to Nerim once we've destroyed his vision of a higher existence for mankind, which essentially means war. But let's be honest, Saira, we can't win. Not against Nerim. Yes, we'll see. For now, I'd say that we should focus on getting rid of the High Ones first. Do you want to go upstairs now? The others will be waiting for us. Good. I'd recommend a little clothing first, though. I don't think the others would like this look as much as I do.
Yeah. God damn it, she wants me again. Right when it's really important, too. What?
probably just haven't seen us yet. The clouds, that's it.
Or the city's deserted.
Tokyo Drift.
Looks like it to me.
Nonsense! Now quiet. He needs to concentrate.
Now, if it isn't our missing friends. It's good to see people finding common ground, even in these times.
Magistra, I...
No reason to be ashamed, Keeper. There was a time when I was young, too, believe it or not. We came across the first of these floating buildings about 3 hours ago. The Valley of 1,000 Clouds. That's what the Starlings called it. But as you've noticed, it's a little too, well, quiet. He was at first, yes. But he's grown more distant the closer we've gotten. Let's just hope for the best. Correct, yes. The Nexus Tower. By Malthus, it's a pity we don't have the time to explore this place more thoroughly. Just imagine how much history is hidden in each one of these stones. It's incredible. Maybe we can come back here one day, once we've stopped the cleansing. No, not at all. But who knows? Maybe it's as the Starling says, and we'll be surprised. Well, first of all, let us take a look at it up close. Then we'll see.
Still, no one. That must mean something, right?
He will find them. He will find them, and they will listen.
Hey, wait! By the righteous path. That's not good at all. Come on, we have to follow him.
Malthus, this is so beautiful.
Beautiful, but deserted. So maybe the ancient fathers of the Starlings don't exist after all?
Let's not jump to conclusions, shall we? Somebody must have built this place, and somehow the maps which led us here have ended up in the hands of the Starlings. Ancient fathers or not, whoever was capable of creating something like this must also have known things. Let's just wait and see.
He is here, and he has found you, just as your prophecy foretold. Now open the gates! Why don't you answer? Open the gates!
Oh my. I sense drama.
By the stars! Why do you punish him with silence? He found you. He fulfilled your prophecy. So let him inside! No. No, 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 no! This isn't happening! This isn't happening!
It's okay, my dude.
Kurmai.
Yes. Yes, he is here. He is sorry, Magistra. It was a mistake to come here. This place is dead, and the ancient fathers died with it.
Very poetic, pal, but now you're overdoing it. Who says they're dead? Maybe your ancient fathers just left for someplace else.
Yes, I'm sure they did.
Look, I am sorry this place isn't what you had hoped it would be. I really am. But Dalveric is right. You shouldn't jump to conclusions, and despair won't help you either. We should inspect this place before deciding anything. Don't you agree? The only question is how to get inside.
We could try breaking this gate open.
Splendid idea, boy. Do you have a battering ram with you? Myrid-sized, preferably?
This place must have a side entrance. Kurmai?
Yes, probably.
Well, then let's go look for it. We split up. Dalveric, I suggest you accompany Kermai and take a closer look at the area around the docks. Legium and I will examine the eastern part of the city. And you and Sister Sakarish scout the west. If anyone finds anything, call the rest of the group before doing anything else. Now off you go.
Oh man. All his life he has worked for this, and now it turns out he'd been chasing ghosts all along. Let's just hope the architects of this place didn't take their knowledge with them to the grave, or wherever they are now. This is going to be interesting, that's for sure. And I can't complain about the company. Come on, you go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Let me actually put my armor on. Wait, do I have my necklace on? I don't have my backpack or my necklace on. Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ, what the hell happened? Also, I like how that looks. Can't say how I feel about this sword in the back, though. Luckily, I forgot to mention that I have a certain water pupper here with me. If you can call it a water pupper. Yeah? Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Saira, over here. That looks like a side entrance to me. Maybe it leads to the main tower, too. Come, go get the others.
Good. That looks exactly like what we needed. Anything we should know about the interior, Kermai? Traps?
No.
Well then. Liam and Dalveric, you stay and guard the ship. If we haven't returned, or if you haven't heard from us within 12 hours, you're to take the ship back to Ark. Understood?
Understood.
Then let's be off.
Hi. Sweet. I actually need to stop the recording and make sure of something, because I saw the OBS window kind of freeze.